What's up, YouTube? It's your boy JB, and I'm coming to you tonight with the review for Games People Play. This is season 1. This is episode 2, and the episode is titled Lover's Moon. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into the video. Alright, so the episode, it starts out, we see Marcus and we see Vanessa. So they are at this, I guess, mixer for the team. You know, it's got the wives of the other basketball players there. You know, you can definitely sense the tension between Vanessa and Marcus. More so because Vanessa knows that it was Marcus that was sleeping with Golden Goddess LA. So she asked him about Golden Goddess LA, and, you know, Marcus don't want to answer the question that she's asking, like, why can't you keep your dick in your pants? Am I not good enough? Nah, Vanessa, you good enough. Marcus is just a dog-ass nigga, and that's all we gotta say. So we see Jackie, who is Vanessa Simmons' character, and she definitely gives Jackie Christie vibes from Basketball Wives. She definitely gives me a vibe of her. And she is talking to another girl. Her name is Ginger. And, you know, what it is Jackie and Ginger want Vanessa to join, they BSA squad. I guess, the Basketball Wives club, So, then later we see Vanessa and we see Marcus. They are at home, they in bed, they watching TV, and on the television it's the news, and it's talking about the girl that the cops came to question Marcus about last week, and the girl being dead. So the next morning we see Vanessa. She's in the kitchen, look like she's fixing lunch for. You would think she got like kids that are going to school when she just has a baby, but she's watching the TV, and in Jebediah's place, there's someone else on there. And I'm like, is that Tori Hart with a fucked up wig on? I think it was. So we see that Marcus and Kareem come in. Vanessa tells him like, yo, don't mess with the kitchen. And Kareem was like, I don't even live here. She's like, you could have fooled me. I guess she's saying, nigga, you always here. So yeah. So then Kareem is telling Marcus how much he owes the people. He said 200 to 300. I don't know if that was 1,000, if that was hundreds or what. And, I would have told Kareem, like, my nigga, you don't want to got yourself in that problem, in that predicament. I'm not going to get you out of shit. Like, if you put yourself in gambling debt, you getting yourself out of gambling debt. I don't give a fuck if you got to go strip, sell drugs. I would hate that for you, my brother, but yeah, I ain't put you in that situation, so you got to get your own self out the goddamn situation. Fuck what you heard. All right, so then we got Nia and MJ, and they talking about this interview that they gonna have with Golden Goddess LA. I guess they're trying to figure out what the title is, Ho, whatever they were gonna title it. So Nia's trying to back out of doing the interview because of Vanessa. And MJ's like, so what? That's your sorority sister. She's a big girl. She can handle herself. Shit, she know that Marcus. She know her. She puts up with it. And Nia's like, I don't think it's that she puts up with it. I think it's the fact that she feels like if she leaves her marriage, she's a failure. And I mean, I guess I get that point, that she didn't go to law school like she wanted to because he became an NBA player, but she can't feel like she's a failure because of what his fuck ups. He's a fuck up. Like, you can't feel bad about that. So then, Layla comes in and he's like, damn, this hoe is, really something else. And she really is. Like, she was just being demanded. Talking about, can I talk to her alone? I would have said, no, you cannot talk to her alone. I'm standing here. But MJ leaves. So then, they start talking about the interview. And, Layla, whole thing is, she does admit that it's Marcus that she's sleeping with. And, Vanessa calls. And then, Nia asks her, so she's like, did you know he's married, right? Obviously, she knows he's married. I mean, he's an NBA player, for God's sakes. And, again, obviously, she knows he's married. So then, she wants to say, well, I did some digging of my own. And I know about what you did to Jebediah. And, Nia's like, well, Jebediah was a hypocrite. Big fucking difference. And, then she's talking about, well, you probably got a man locked up somewhere. If she does, what is that? Like, what kind of argument was that, Layla? You sat here and slept with a man that you know is married. He's married. Number one, he's married. Number two, he's married. Number three, he's a married man that's an NBA player. So obviously you gonna know who his wife is. And obviously Marcus is like a big time NBA player, like, you know, a Kobe Bryant, a LeBron James, a Dwayne Wade, a Chris Bosh, who else? Shaquille O'Neal, Michael Jordan. The list can go on. Even, you know, Chris Paul, people like them. So obviously Marcus King is a well-known player, and just like these well-known players, like the ones I named, you know their wives, you know. So it's not like he's a D-list basketball player who you don't really know. Hell, look at even Tristan Thompson, and the only reason why people know about him is because of Khloe Kardashian, however. But somebody like him, like, you can't sit here and say, oh yeah, Marcus King, I didn't even know nothing about him. I know he was married. He's a popular athlete, so obviously you know the nigga's married. So fuck you, Layla. Like, you gonna try to sit there and throw comparison. You cannot compare apples to oranges because they're not the same. So again, fuck Layla. All right, so then we are in the morgue, and the coroner is doing an autopsy on the dead girl. So out of nowhere, the phone starts ringing. A phone starts ringing. I'm like, who the hell is calling the coroner while he's at work? Hell, even the coroner thought somebody was calling him. So he goes to look at his phone. He's like, okay, that's not my phone. So then he starts searching the dead girl, and it's the dead girl's phone. I'm like, oh, she put her phone in her sock, of all places. Her sock. Not your bra, but your sock, not your pants, your sock. It's gonna get a little sweaty and moist, but okay, if you say so. So then we see a cop, he comes in, and, you know, they realize that her phone is locked, and they're like, what are we gonna do? So he's like, oh, he takes her finger and he puts it on the phone to unlock her phone. Now, I'm sorry, but her body is cold, so how the hell did that work? How did he use her fingerprint if her body is cold? That means there's no heat coming from her finger, so I'm gonna let that go. I'm just gonna let that go. I'm really gonna let that go. But I just got a lot of questions about that one. So then we also see a scene where Layla is getting ready for a photo shoot, and I'm like, wait a minute, who the hell is paying for a photo shoot for Layla, and why? She's a nobody. She's a home wrecker. She's a groupie. She's a thought. She's a jump off. She's a list can go on. So, you know, she's getting a text from Marcus, and Marcus is just trying to tell her, hey, I know what you're trying to do. Do not do it. I'll pay you. She's like, it's not about the money, it's about the followers. And I'm like, girl, you really sound stupid as shit. And Marcus sends her an emoji that says, fuck you. And she was like, whatever, and threw the goddamn phone. But I mean, Marcus, you were dumb enough to fuck the girl, and like, that's your fault, not hers. But the fact that she is using this as a story, it speaks a lot to her character and who she is as a person. All right, so then we see Marcus and Kareem. They meet up with this hustling looking ass nigga, and the dude is just sitting here trying to blackmail Marcus. And I'm like, wait the fuck a minute, what the fuck this nigga got on you, Marcus, to be dealing with Kareem? This is Kareem's debt. Like, is it yours and Kareem's or some shit like that? Like, what the fuck? Like, I was confused. I was thoroughly fucking confused, because I'm just like, okay, why is this nigga trying to blackmail Marcus to get money out of him? Maybe it's something that I missed. I don't know. But then we see Marcus. He pulls out a watch and he hands it to the man, and the man is like, he don't know about it, but obviously, you know, Marcus is an NBA player, and I don't get why celebrity like NBA players, the rappers and all that stuff, why they go out and buy $40,000 and $50,000 watches and rings and cars and all that shit. I just never understand it. Like, that shit is stupid. All of that shit that y'all buy, it depreciates as soon as you leave the lot, the jewelry store, wherever, whatever it is you buy, it depreciates in value. Hell, even the houses, they depreciate in value when people live in them, cars, when people drive them. Your jewelry, once you wear it, it depreciates in value. Like, why don't you take all that money that you get and invest it in something? Like, put it in stocks, put it in a savings account, put it in a trust fund, put it somewhere that the money will accrue value, instead of you just spending money and losing. Hell, you could also buy some property, invest in that, rent the shit out, make money from that. I don't get why people don't see that shit. Instead of buying the fancy cars, the watches, the clothes, the shoes, the this, the that, that's gonna depreciate and it's not gonna be worth anything if you ever try to sell it. So yeah. Never understood that shit, to be quite honest with you. Never, never, never. Alright, so then we see Vanessa and Nia. They are out shopping. So this is basically a distraction for Vanessa from all the bullshit that's going on with Marcus. And, you know, she doesn't believe that Marcus killed that girl, which I don't believe it either. I wonder, you know what? I really do wonder who killed that fucking girl. I know we're going to find out pretty soon. Yeah. So then Nia is sitting there telling Vanessa about the story with the Golden Goddess LA. And, you know, she says that Layla told her that it was Marcus that she was sleeping with. And then Vanessa gets upset. And I'm like, Vanessa, how the fuck are you getting upset? Let's go back in our memory bank. So, when Nia called Vanessa last week to tell Vanessa that she was about to do the Golden Goddess LA story, what did Vanessa do? Okay. Vanessa did what? Vanessa answered the phone. Can't talk right now. Click. Hung up in the bitch face. So that is your problem, Vanessa. Because she was trying to give you a heads up, but you picked up the phone and hung up in her fucking face. So I feel bad for Vanessa, but like I said, Nia tried to give you a heads up. You hung up the phone in Nia's face. So that sounds like what? A personal problem. And it sounds like what? Tough fucking titties. Alright, so I can already see it happening. Vanessa is going to end up fucking that white boy Bryce. Because she's in the park and she's running. And I'm like, Vanessa, you not fooling anybody. You're really not. What you doing is you trying to throw your bait out there to him like a fish, hoping he catches it. And so you can just reel a nigga in. Well, he's not a nigga, but reel him in. Like, I can see exactly what Vanessa's up to. You ain't slick. So she goes home, to take her shower after getting rid of all the filth of, flirting with Bryce off of her. So, when she gets home, Marcus, he's getting ready for his basketball game. So she's like, I'm not going to miss this game. It's your first one, so I'm definitely not going to miss it. I would have told that nigga, fuck you. You sitting around here fucking other females. Why don't you ask them hoes to come to your game? How about them apples? Bitch! How about them motherfucking apples? So, he's telling, so Marcus is telling Vanessa, yo, I tried to kill the story with, what's that girl name? Layla. But it ain't about the money with her. It's always about money. Always. But what it is she wants money and fame. That's all it is with her. Money and fame. So then, he's talking about how he has his stress with the game and he wants her to get him off. I'm like, I know this nigga did not just pull his pants down and want her to take care of him. Nigga, if you don't get your lefty or your righty, whichever one you are, and go to town on that shit, you better get the fuck up out my face. I would have told him, nigga, you better get the fuck out of my face. Use your motherfucking hands. I don't give a use your hands. Use another trick's hands. I don't give a fuck whose hands you use. But you ain't using my hand. You ain't using my mouth. You ain't using you're just not using nothing on me. The fuck? And you sitting out here fucking other one. No. Clean your dick, nigga. Clean it. Clean. Mr. Clean. Green Giant. Those were different commercials that I just sang. All right, so then we get the game. It starts. So there's another player on the other team that is taunting the shit out of Marcus, talking about, what he did to his wife, and he's bringing up the other girls that Marcus sleeps with. And Marcus is getting his feelings, and I'm like, well, nigga, if you would stop fucking with other bitches and, stay with your wife and be happy with your wife, he wouldn't have, he nor anybody else would have any ammunition to use against you. But you're giving it to him hook, line, and sinker, nigga. But, whatever. So then we see Vanessa. She is with Jackie and she's with Ginger, who this time has her mouth and jaw wired shut because she's trying to lose weight. And I'm like, what kind of fucking sense does that make? So you're trying to keep yourself from eating by putting, okay, if you say so. So then, the game they playing, and then the basketball player again taunts Marcus. This time Marcus hauls off and punches the shit out of the basketball player. I'm like, well, goddamn, that's a flagrant foul right there if you ever saw one. So Marcus gets ejected from the game. And I'm like, good job, Marcus. Good job. So then we see the cop. So the cop, he has the, he's watching the, the post game and the post game where the commentators talk about the highlights, the reels from the game, and surprisingly they had John Sally, who does not do any kind of commentating, and then Matt Barnes, who again does no kind of commentating that I saw. Okay, if you say so. So then the cop has the phone records of the girl who is dead. And when you look at them phone records, my nigga, you just see Marcus King, Marcus King, Marcus King. Like, Marcus, you couldn't get a burner phone to call the girl. You call the girl from your own personal phone with your number, and then it shows up on her, which I was confused as shit. Like, I have never saw in my years of having a cell phone, when you get your bill, it does not have the person's name it doesn't have the person's name on the call history. It has their phone number. So I'm like, okay, again, finding more holes. But I really do like the show, but I'm just finding holes. Like, that was the second hole in this episode that I found. The second hole. And it was all dealing with the same person's phone, the dead girl's phone. But, we're just going to leave it alone. So we see Marcus, he's at the crib and he in bed, and Marcus is in his feelings like, first of all, Marcus, nobody again told you to do what? Cheat on Vanessa. Nobody told you to do what? Cheat on Vanessa. Nobody told you to do what, Marcus? That's right. Cheat on Vanessa. And then so blatantly to do it with, girls who are thirsty groupies who just want some clout, some followers, some whatever you want to say. So you and your feelings, and Vanessa's like, well, the baby, she's in her room, she'll be up in a little bit. He's like, so you leaving me? She's like, yeah, I'm going to the gym. I'm like, Marcus, shut up, please. You irritate me. All right, so I'm still hella confused about Layla with this fucking photo shoot. Like, so you get a photo shoot for laying on your back? Okay, if you say so. A photo shoot? What the? Oh, who the fuck is she? Who is paying for this photo shoot is my question. But okay. So then we see Vanessa. She is working out. She's working out with Jackie, and she's working out with Ginger. Well, technically Ginger ain't working out. Ginger about to fucking pass out because Ginger can't breathe through her fucking mouth. I'm like, you dumb fool. You dumb fucking fool. But we did notice that Vanessa was checking out the instructor's ass. I'm like, okay. So now she's looking at the instructor and Bryce. I'm like, oh. So you're going to pull a Marcus on the Marcus, huh? Cool. I'm here for it. So then we see MJ. He goes into Nia's office and he's saying that they with the story that they had, someone got them. And she tells him, nope, nobody got us. This is Vanessa. Because I told Vanessa about it. He was like, what the fuck? And then, she calls her boyfriend, and her boyfriend tells her, oh man, that photo right there, it's Photoshop. So then Layla comes into the office, and Layla is upset because she's like, I don't know who the fuck that is. Well, girl, we don't give a fuck who it is either. They just want an exclusive, and you're not really needed. And Layla's like, but if I can't put out my story, then I don't get paid, and I can't pay my rent. Girl, boo, motherfucking who? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. So then we see Layla. She gets a call from the photographer. So here's the question that had been answered. Who the fuck was paying for that photo shoot? Look like his Layla broke ass is going to be paying for that photo shoot. Because that's what he's calling her for. Like, yo, little homie, I need my money. Need my money now. I'm going to send you an invoice. When you get that invoice, send me my money, bitch. Run me my money. Look like you got more problems than you even needed in your life, huh? So, then she calls that woman, we're going to call her a pimp because that's really basically what she is. She's like, you got any work for me? I'm like, damn, girl, you ain't got no kind of, I'm going to shut up. All right, then lastly, you guys, we got Vanessa and Marcus. They have some of the players and their wives over there at their house. And I'm like, what the hell are they celebrating? Number one, even if y'all won the game, Marcus got ejected from the game, so that's not something to celebrate. But what the hell are they celebrating? So Jackie, she presents Vanessa with a jersey, and then we see Marcus. He is sulking. He's talking to Dante, who is Jackie's husband, and he's talking about, man, what are the guys in the locker room talking about? And Dante's like, well, shit. The main thing they talking about is the story on the news. And he's talking about how he don't feel bad that the girl is dead. And I'm like, well, god damn, that's something to say. You was fucking on the bitch, but you don't feel bad that the bitch is dead. So she was just a nut for you, huh? Just a nut. Okay, Marcus, you a dog ass nigga. Use a dog. So then we see that dude that met up with Marcus and Kareem early in the episode. So he had this waiter beating the shit out of him. I'm like, what kind of con is this new dude about to come up with? So we also see Marcus. He is in bed with Vanessa. And, he tells Vanessa he took care of the hotel footage. And she's like, okay, that's cool, but I want us to do counseling. And he said, cool, we can do that, but I need you to do something for me. I said, I know good damn well he is not still on this. Nigga, if you don't beat your meat and get the fuck out of my face. First of all, Vanessa's better than me because Marcus would not be in the same fucking bed with me. Nigga, no. Absolutely not. Alright, so then the hustling nigga, we see him, and he called Kareem to come and get him. And he telling Kareem his story. And then Kareem look at him like, nigga, you still got on this $40,000 watch. What the fuck is you up? What the fuck you got going on? So obviously the nigga is just trying to hustle and get some money out of Marcus. Do I feel bad? Not a chance in hell. But you guys, that was the episode. Like the video, leave your comments, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you later. I don't know why I did that.